before they get down and dirty, they'll need to do a spot of renovating.
So we are back at the range to test the myth that you could shoot a gun and move it and keep it away from the bad guy. Now we're gonna test on 3 different surfaces. The first one is a dirt road, like you would find in a Western. The next one is a paved surface, like you would find in an urban setting. And finally, a tiled floor, something you might find in a public building. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna place the gun on each of the surfaces, fire at them, and see if we can get them to move.
This is our target gun. It's just your basic 9mm handgun. Now we're gonna start using the Glock, and we're gonna see if we shoot at the gun, how far we can skid it across the surface. It's handgun versus handgun.
But before they get shooting, Grant wants to check the friction of our 3 floor coverings.
I'm going to take a quick measurement of the force required to drag them across the surfaces. So dirt is 1.54 pounds. Okay, asphalt is 1.46 pounds. Okay, tile's half a pound.
Unsurprisingly, the tiled surface provides the least resistance, so that's where the team will start.
This handgun's pretty heavy. I mean, it's a couple pounds. I don't think that there's any way a handgun has enough muzzle energy to actually get this thing moving across any surface.
I gotta say our best bet is probably gonna be the tile for the least amount of friction. But you know what? I don't think any of these are actually gonna fly, but I could be wrong.
Yep, after the fake physics on film failed to spin the merry-go-round in real life, it's no surprise they're skeptical of making a gun skip.
Go on, grab that gun, get it. You're probably asking yourself, why is there a cowboy walking into a hotel lobby with Italian tiles carrying a 9mm? I don't know, it could happen. Maybe it's like a spaghetti Western or something.
Shoot the gun away from the bad guy. This is handgun versus handgun, tile floor.
Oh my God! No way! Dude, that is just like in the movies. Wow! It works!
Incredibly, completely confounding the team's predictions. And just like in the movies, Tori gets the gun to skid across 16 feet of tile, well out of reach of Buster the Kid.
3 shots.
Dude, that works really well on the tile.
That is crazy.
With the 9mm making quick work of the tile, it's on to surface number 2. But with a higher friction rating, perhaps the asphalt will put up more resistance.
Wow. Nice. 3 hits, you're almost out. That's it.
That's it.
4 hits. Totally works on asphalt.
That was great. That was like 4 feet per bullet.
Asphalt confirmed.
Even though it took triple the force to drag the gun across the asphalt, it only took 1 more bullet than the tile test.
To cover 16 feet, it only took 4 bullets. That gun skids straight across the asphalt. I did not really think it was going to be that easy.
Yep, so far the MythBusters predictions have been shot to pieces. But there's one more dirty surface to try.
Here we go.
Oh, it moved. Oh my
Wow.
That works so well in the dirt.
So dirt's confirmed.
Yeah, Westerns don't lie.
Well, in this case, they don't. Even on the most resistant surface, the dirt, it still only took 6 shots to shoot the gun clear out of reach.
So what we're talking about here is transfer of kinetic energy. Now, the bullet has a certain kinetic energy based on its mass and its speed. It hits the gun and transfers some or all of that. Now, based on the friction of the surface, that might require more or less. Bottom line is the bullet hits the gun and it moves.
Now what we want to do is put the gun back on the most resistant surface, the dirt, and see if we add more firepower, if we can get the same results as we got when we put the gun on the tile using the 9mm.
So with success on all 3 substrates, they're gunning for the dirt to really put this myth down.
This is dirt surface, handgun versus the deer slug.
That's what they call a one-shot wonder. One blast skipped the gun over 16 feet.
That did better than the 9mm did on the tile.
Confirmed.
Cowboy movies actually are real.
I told you, they don't lie.
Yep, in this case, the force of a firearm on film is in fact fact.